PennsPeakRadio.com.
Bobby Ingram of Molly Hatchet fame and the Southern Fury Tour, which is going to be here this coming Saturday, right here at Penn's Peak, and live from his lake house. Bobby Ingram, what's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, Doc, how are you? Man, I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
Look,
good, right?
Yeah. Well, we talked. I guess it was last year that we were able to hook up, and we had a good time on the show. And here we are again, a year or so later, and Bobby Ingram, Molly Hatchet, still all together and kicking ass on stage. And you have Blackfoot and Jimmy Van Zant. You're all going to mesh together Saturday night here at the Peak.
Absolutely. And, you know, I got to tell you something. The Penn's Peak, every time we come up in the area, man, everybody is so awesome to the band. And, you know, they come out to the show, and it's like, I mean, everybody's partying, you know. It's like, you know, they're and with Molly Hatchet, it's definitely a walk through history. You know, it's from the very, you know, first album is 78 all the way through the Justice album that we just put out last year. And you know, everybody's joying along, they're singing along, they're, you know, throwing down. And the good thing, and what I really like about the whole show, you know, besides the, you know, the Southern rock and everybody having a fantastic time, is at the end, we always go out and we like to meet everybody that came, you know, that took the time out to come and party with us and, you know, have a good time. And it's like, we'll stay there till the end. You know, we want to meet everybody and, you know, sign things that they need signed. And you know, it's like a family now. It's almost like it's becoming like an annual event, you know?
It's, you know, and it's nice that you appreciate the, you know, the fans out there. I mean, you know, you're doing it a long time. I mean, it seems to come full circle for all you guys that have done this for all the years. Sometimes it's a lot different. I'm at it 30 years myself, and it's a lot different when you see new people coming on the scene. And not that the pandemonium still doesn't exist for Bobby Ingram and Molly Hatchet and Blackfoot and Jimmy Van Zant, but that appreciation, I think, comes to throughout the years as well, Bobby.
You know, and you're right about that. We had just put out. And I mean, to say this, it's like we're blessed and honored. But we put out a Greatest Hits 2 record a couple of months ago. Mm-hmm. And I mean, to have a Greatest Hits 1 is fantastic, but to have a Greatest Hits 2 album, I mean, we're definitely blessed. And it's the fans that have been behind us, you know, for so many years that we're able to do this. And I must say, it takes everybody, really, for this many years down the line, to keep a group on the road, to keep it active, to keep it relevant in the market, overseas, you know, at home. It takes the fans, it takes, you know, the group, it takes the music, it takes the agents, it takes radio, it takes media, it takes everybody working together. Everybody comes together as a family to make a, you know, group like Molly Hatchet exist, you know, over 3 decades.
Yeah,
and my hat's off to everybody that's out there that just, you know, helped us along the way. And you're right, it has come full circle, you know, and it's a good thing. But we have always, through the years, we have always said that if it wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You know, but after all these years, I do add that it takes a lot of people involved to really make it all happen.
Yeah, well, and
we want to thank everybody. You know, we want to thank you and, you know, keeping, you know, music on the air and the fans requesting it. And, you know, I've had a great band now for a long time, and it's really it's a blessing. You know, everybody. There's a lot of things that happen. I mean, we don't get sleep sometime at night. Maybe 1 hour sleep. We're flying from this city to another, and you know, we'll be in Italy and France next week. You know, we've got some shows over there, and then back, and then. You know, so it's keeping us busy. We're still out there, and we're loving everything we do. Really.
That's awesome, and so many changes, the ups and downs, and with the band. But you know, you do it 30+ years, and it's bound to happen. But boy, you guys had some heartache, and still certainly stayed at it, and still cracking the whip, man, which is awesome. But even you on you know, the upside of things, doing a lot more with your life, even back to school, even working towards a law degree. Now there's some advancement there. There's some real positive stuff. Bobby Ingram back in school for a law degree.
Yeah, I feel like Rodney Dangerfield. It's like, I mean, this is something that happened, like, I really didn't expect it, but I'm an intellectual property owner, and I run a business, let's just be honest. It is a business after this year, many years. You have to treat it as such on the business side.
Sure.
You can't be lazy with it. You've got to be proactive. You got to do things. And I wanted to actually learn more about the legal side of what I did. Doc, I did 1,000,000 things right and 100,000 things wrong, and now I wanted to learn the 100,000 things.
Right.
So I just was searching around and said, well, I'm an intellectual property owner. I own 8, 12, whatever of them, and I want to learn more about them, when it comes to international law and different countries and different, tax issues, and that's so. I applied to Florida Coastal School of Law, and I've been out there for classes, and it's just been absolutely wonderful. I'm done with the first year, and, just to have that knowledge, I think, is so important. I think just to know, you can't go on the Internet and find this type of stuff.
Right.
You've got to sit in front of, marvelous professors and just, take notes and, learn the law. You really have to do that. And I think it's important for all business owners to have some kind of legal education, no matter what it is. But, I've just been blessed to be able to do this after so many years. I got my accounting degree from UNF when I was 21 years old, and then signed with CBS at 22. So, all that. And I think accounting has actually helped, in the process of keeping it in business, too. So,
yeah, that's
having a little legal edge, I love it. That's great. I'm having a good time.
There you are. There you go. Now it's going to come down to, it's like, now they got the backing of a kick-ass Southern rock band, and it's like, now you really don't want to screw with Bobby Ingram and Molly Hatchet because he's a lawyer. He's a lawyer.
I don't know. I'm just kind of, I want to learn about it, and take care of the IPs. I think that's the whole thing. But
that's awesome.
And really what all this is about too, it boils down to the music, boils down to the songs and the foundational roots of the band, and keeping all that going. And we're looking at a new album coming up for, I believe that we're putting out 2013. Looks like we're going to be recording at the end of the year again. So,
wow.
We've got a lot of good things in store, and we're bringing a lot of fun Southern rock and roll and partying to Penn's Peak.
That's awesome.
We can't wait to get back.
I'll tell you, and we're still at it, I mean, probably in some of our cases, like mine, I can't speak for you or the rest of the band, but I mean, the only thing getting smaller on me is my liver.
I love it.
That's it, man. Here could be a title to a song, man. Something that I paraphrase and talk about all the time. Right here, if you can't have fun, don't get up. That might find its way into a new Molly Hatchet song.
Hey, I like that. I like that a lot. And you can take that a lot of different ways. I like it.
Just food for thought. And now that you're going and you're doing the entertainment law degree, I don't even want anything for it except maybe every once in a while, maybe a backstage pass. How's that?
You got it. That's lifetime. That is lifetime, Doc. I got to tell you, man. And we want to invite everybody after the show, and just bring your Southern rock happening with you, because that's what's going to be happening on stage.
It's going to be a good one. Now, here, we're a lot of us are dads and kids and married, and some married for a couple of times, like myself, and but. Let's people, it's great news. You're never too old to go back to school, as you just heard from Bobby Ingram of Molly Hatchet with an exclusive that we have right here on the show, and a down-to-earth guy, and I really mean that. This was probably, and I've had a lot of great interviews over the years, and even here with Penn's Peak, I mean, everybody like Ian Anderson and Jethro Tull, I mean, Nugent had them all on here, and they're all great in their own right. They really are, and very, very down to earth and humble. But Bobby, I don't know, when Bobby, we get to talk to Bobby on the phone, it's just always a blast. It's like talking to your brother, man. But let's talk.
It's same here,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This is like a family. It really is, I mean, and it does take everybody. It takes everybody working together and to make Molly Hatchet happen through the years, and over 30 years is a long time.
Yeah.
But we still got a lot of kick. We've got a lot of fire. We still got a lot of things to say in our music, and we're still relevant in the marketplace with recording. We're going overseas all the time. We're all over the U.S.
That's beautiful.
And I mean, we're having a great time on stage too. Still, and people say, "Well, do you ever get tired of playing the same?" No, we don't. We love to. That's the thing about it is. That's part of us, it's what we're giving to people. And to look out there and to see people light up, to see their faces go, yeah, all right, I remember when. That means everything to us.
Right.
That's just so cool.
From Whiskey Man, Bounty Hunter, Boogie No More, Flirting with Disaster, you'll hear it all this coming Saturday, June 9th. What we got to do here, though, I always like to find out and give the people that are listening to my show, all 7 or 8 people that listen to this show, just give them.
Right, we love all 5 of you.
Just give a couple. Oh no, wait! I got to hopefully Tammy's listening now too. So now I have one more. So maybe I finally hit double digits, like 10 people listening to the show. But let's talk about now. Here we got some rock and rollers on the show. I don't want you to incriminate anybody, but I'll tell you what. Let's face it, man. Whiskey drinking, having fun. Doing it up. I mean, that's what makes it. Whether you do as much as you used to do, or nothing at all is all relevant. But being that, you have that edge and it's a hell of a good time and a hell of a party. Let's, we can border on the R rating if you want to. Like how crazy has it been? What surprised you? Maybe one time, you or a bandmate, without incriminating anybody, how fun has it been, or has it been recently or in the past for Molly Hatchet?
I mean, I got to tell you, we've had our day, where there was no. I mean, we just went for it. We were living life to the fullest. 1,000%. We were flirting with disaster, seriously. All the time, all day long. Yeah, we had our mornings where we'd wake up, and we wouldn't remember the night before or even the past week, So,
right.
We don't now. It's totally different. Like with myself, I'm just going to speak for myself. I haven't had anything to alcoholic or whatever with sort of like over 20 years now, and I have stopped smoking over 10 years, and pretty much I'm just I enjoy my own reality, my own life, my own world, and I don't really need any outside, substances anymore, But
no,
I had my time with it. I think we all have,
right,
to some degree or another. And,
right.
I don't know, running a business and all that, I got to stay right on top of it, and I think I love the music, that's where I get off, I like playing and running the business and, just keeping things in line. I think that's where, and that right there, I've got my hands full, but believe me, we have seen the R-rated day.
I mean, and like I said, I'm not, it's nice to hear, and it's like, but now it's different. And, we were smart enough to do what we did. I mean, my mother's probably listening. So it's like, Mom, I don't even know what marijuana looks like. I just wanted to throw that out there to you as a disclaimer. Don't even know what it looks like.
But you didn't inhale.
But, and I'm keeping, and that's just the easy stuff there. However, I mean, it had to be fun for Molly Hatchet. I mean, like I said, there had to be mornings, when you woke up in the early days going, oh my God, where did she come from? And all you want to do is, all you do is want to gnaw your arm off.
Yeah, Doc, this is the thing. Like it's almost like it's the same craziness, but without all the substances out there. I mean, it's like, if you can imagine, and I mean, we can be at airports and like we're all walking on a line, and it's like people like look at us and like move to the right or the left. Oh my God, there comes Hatchet, And I mean, we have fun. We really do. We have. We're flying a lot, that's why I'm referring to a bunch of airports and stuff.
Right.
I mean, let's look at it honestly. The economy is horrible out there. Gas prices are through the roof. So we decided to start flying a lot of places, and we have found that to be absolutely fantastic because we can cover so much ground. We can go from coast to coast. We can go from country to country, like pretty much overnight, and so we're not limited anymore to the 600-700 6-mile drives or whatever, every night. But so that's worked out good for us, And so I think we're still flirting with disaster. I know we are, okay? But it's just without all the substances, and that is a wonderful thing, because, we have grown up, we have matured, and, we're the same people inside, but we just live life a little bit differently.
Yeah, no, it's all and it's all good, guys. I'll tell you what, you're just you guys are all a pleasure to be around. You make it easy, I know, for the guys that are here at the Peak, and they try so hard to make every act that comes in here stellar and to do whatever they can. They go up and beyond the call of duty. That I know, I see that, and they try their best as well, as we all do. But I'll tell you what, guys, Bobby Ingram and the guys from Molly Hatchet, along with Jimmy Van Zandt and Blackfoot, all together this coming Saturday night. Some kick-ass rock and roll right here at the Peak. And Bobby, I can't thank you enough for the last 15, 20 minutes, man. It really is a pleasure when we are able to touch base a little bit.
Doc, thank you so much for having me on the air, and can't wait to get up there. We want to see everybody and say hello, and after the show, come see the band, because we all want to say hi again. And like I say, we got the Southern Fury Tour coming in. It's going to be one heck of a party. And Doc, thank you so very much again for having me on the air. You're an awesome person. Thank you.
PennsPeakRadio.com